Hello everyone, I'm Mattek from SportsGrid.com, and I'm here with another oddschecker.com/US preview of Monday Night Football. I know that Monday Night Football has definitely taken some different shapes over the last few weeks as we continue to deal with the NFL changing its schedule due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, but the game that we are going to focus on tonight is going to be the Los Angeles Chargers at the New Orleans Saints. We have on oddschecker.com/US a look at all of the ways to bet on this game. Right now the spread is -7.5. You can get that at +100 on the Saints side and -110 on the Chargers side. The Saints are -305 on the money line, and the total for this game is 50.5. I actually think that the selection that I have on this game is going to be relatively surprising to many people, because I expect the Saints at 7.5 to be pretty popular here, and I gotta be honest, I think that's bad. I really do not think that that is the correct pick in this game. I think that, especially with the hook, I think that we want to be on the Chargers side here. So right now we have the Chargers as the 18th team in DVOA, right? So, not great, not terrible. They are definitely a below average NFL team as a whole, and we have the New Orleans Saints, who are 8th in the NFL in DVOA. If we want to break that down a little bit further, the Chargers are 19th in the NFL in DVOA on offense and 20th on defense. We see that the Saints are, again, very similar, 8th and 8th. They have a fine special teams unit as well. However, I talk about DVOA a lot in these videos, but I think that some of the yards per play stuff actually ends up being, a little bit more instructive when we think about teams and spreads. So the Saints are 10th in the NFL in yards per play with 5.9. The Chargers, though, are tied for 13th in the NFL with 5.8 yards per play. So not really much of a difference on offense at all. If we look at the Saints in terms of net adjusted yards per pass attempt, which I think is a great way to evaluate teams passing as a whole, they are 10th in the NFL, and you'd expect the Chargers, to be worse than that. We have a whole game of Tyrod there in that sample, but actually the Chargers are better than the Saints in terms of net adjusted passing yards per attempt. And what that means, by the way, if you're not familiar, is that it adjusts every passing attempt and it accounts for sacks, and it accounts for interceptions as well. So really, when looking at these two teams, what you are thinking when you are betting on the Saints is that the Saints are, obviously going to do a very good job of closing out when they are ahead. They're going to be able to run the ball, but theoretically, the strength of this Chargers team is actually going to be their defense. This is a defense we expect to be very solid, and a lot of times I'm not betting on games thinking about defense. I'm thinking about things in terms of quarterbacking. I'm thinking about things in terms of coaching. And I do think the Saints definitely have the coaching advantage in this game. But 7.5 points is just too many. We have really seen Justin Herbert play so solidly through 3 games. I know he's lost 3 games, and they actually won the game that Tyrod started, but he's averaging 8.7 yards per pass attempt. He's completing 72% of his throws. I just think that he has been phenomenal, and certainly much better than I expected. I actually thought at the time that Justin Herbert was not really a great draft selection for his team, but I think he has been. So looking at this spread on oddschecker.com/US at -7.5, we are going to take the Chargers. I would maybe do like a half unit bet on the money line. I don't know if plus 290 is the odds that I want, and I would definitely lean over on the total of 50.5, thinking that this is certainly a game we expect to have 2 really competent quarterbacks playing in. So for oddschecker.com/US, this was a preview of Monday Night Football, and everyone, good luck, and we'll be back soon.